Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Allison Transmission. Let's see if their latest moves are shifting gears or just spinning their wheels, but I promise this report is anything but automatic. It's all about understanding the inner workings, no pun intended. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. This is a Form 8K filing, which is basically a company's way of saying, hey, something important happened and we need to tell everyone right away. This particular report is dated May 7, 2025, and it's from Allison Transmission Holdings, a company that makes transmissions mainly for commercial vehicles. One of the main things in this report is about a change to the company's rules, specifically an amendment or change to their second amended and restated certificate of incorporation. Think of this as their company's constitution. This change, called the exculpation amendment, is designed to protect the company's officers from being held personally responsible for certain actions. It's like giving them a shield, but not for everything, only in specific situations. The report also covers the company's annual meeting that was held on May 7th, 2025. At this meeting, the stockholders or shareholders who are the owners of the company got to vote on some important issues. These votes included electing directors, approving the company's accounting firm, and of course, that amendment we talked about. First up was electing directors. Directors are like the board of advisors for the company. The shareholders voted on 9 people to serve on the board for the next year. Here are the results. For Judy Altmaier, over 72 million votes were cast in favor, about 2.8 million against, and a little over 65,000 abstained. For David Everett, it was 73.7 million for, a little over 9 million against, and 48,000 abstained. For David Everett, it was 73.7 million for, 3.6 million against, and 48,000 abstained. Caroline Hazendar got 74.2 million for, 352 million for, 3.6 million against, and about 53,000 abstained. Philip Christman saw 66.6 million for, a little over 9 million against, and 48,000 abstained. Caroline Hazendar got 74.2 million for, 3.6 million against, and 48,000 abstained. Caroline Hazendar got 74.2 million for, 3,000 abstained. David Graziosi had 72 million for, 3.6 million against, and 48,000 abstained. Caroline Hazendar got 74.2 million for, 3.5. Next, the shareholders voted to approve PricewaterhouseCoopers LLP or POC as the company's independent registered public accounting firm for 2025. It's a fancy way of saying they approved the company that checks Allison Transmission's financial books to make sure everything is accurate. Over 77.9 million voted in favor, about 1.1 million against, and a little over 51,000 abstained. Then came the vote on the exculpation amendment, the one that protects officers. This was a big one, and it passed with 66.6 million votes for, nearly 9 million against, and 124,000 abstaining. So it's now part of the company's rules. The stockholders also voted on the compensation or pay packages for the company's top executives. This vote is advisory, meaning the company doesn't have to follow it, but it gives them an idea of what the shareholders think. Over 70 million voted in favor of the executive compensation, while about 5.5 million voted against, and 80,000 abstained. Finally, there was a vote on how often to hold these advisory votes on executive pay. The options were every year, every 2 years, or every 3 years. The shareholders overwhelmingly chose to hold the vote every year, with 73.6 million votes for that option. So Allison Transmission will continue to have this advisory vote on executive compensation every year until at least 2031. Now let's put all this into perspective. First, the exculpation amendment is a significant move. Companies often put these in place to attract and keep talented executives. It reduces the risk for officers, which can make the job more appealing. However, some shareholders might worry that it could reduce accountability. The high level of votes for the members of the board of directors is normal. It's usually just a formality, so no surprise there. The approval of PwC as the accounting firm is also pretty standard. The vote on executive compensation, while approved, did have a notable number of votes against it. This could be a sign that some shareholders aren't completely happy with how the company is paying its executives. Finally, choosing to have an advisory vote on executive compensation. While approved, did have a notable number of votes against it. This could be a sign that some shareholders aren't completely happy with how the company is paying its executives. Finally, choosing to have an advisory vote on executive compensation. While approved, did have a notable number of votes against it. This could be a sign that some shareholders aren't keeping a close eye on executive compensation. Overall, this report gives us a snapshot of what's happening at Allison Transmission. They're making moves to protect their officers, keep their books in order, and listen to their shareholders when it comes to executive pay. It's a mixed bag of standard corporate procedures and a few interesting choices that could have long-term impacts. So what do you think about Allison Transmission's latest moves? Are they on the right track, or are there some red flags? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community where we can discuss these topics even further. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.